Here's my sketch for day 5 of Inktober 2025. So the prompt is deer, and the first thing that come into my head was the movie Deer Hunter. So classic movie, great movie back in the late 70s with Robert De Niro. And I'm trying to do a portrait for each of these prompts. So I thought, why not try and sketch one of the greatest actors of all time? In the end, it turned out to be one of the most fiddly, one of the most challenging sketches I have done in a very, very long time. I'm trying to spend about 45 minutes, no more than an hour, on each of these sketches, just so I can fit it in around other things. And this one turned out to be, well, double that, 2 hours easily. And I think it was a combination of, 1, I'm still a little bit out of practice. 2, the photograph is really small and grainy. There's lots of blurred edges, so it's quite difficult to make out. And number 3, I had to sketch it quite small to fit in my sketchbook, and also, again, to try and keep that time down. So the actual head of Robert De Niro in my sketch is only about 6 or 7 centimeters wide. And the smaller you go with a portrait, the more difficult, the more challenging it becomes to get good proportions and certainly to get any kind of a likeness or resemblance. The bigger you go, the more margin you've got for error, because if you think about it, if you make an eye a millimetre or 2 a bit too big and it's a really big portrait, like when they're doing the hyper-realistic portraits, it's not really going to matter. But if you've got a head that's 5 or 6 centimetres in diameter, and then your eye or your nose or your mouth is a millimetre or 2 out, that is going to make a difference, can be quite a significant difference. So yeah, by the time I got to the final stages of this, I was getting a bit fed up, hungry. I was desperate for some lunch, so I did start rushing it a little bit in the end. I did use a permanent marker to try and fill in some of the large areas of black a bit more quickly. And the final result is okay. I'm not going to be too hard on myself. It was a very difficult expression, and again, the size and all those different factors. Was it worth the effort? Probably not. But you're not going to enjoy every piece of art you make as much as the other. The main thing is, they all teach us something, and what I've learned is to stop sketching small grainy photographs off the internet so close to me lunch.